So hello and welcome to another episode of Oblak Gaming. Oh, and we're off. Watch out behind you. Um, so as you can see, we are in a fight with Yurut Khan, or however it's pronounced, and we are here today with Eve Everglades. Thank you very much for joining us, Eve. How are you doing?
Hello, thank you for having me.
Oh,
I'm pretty good. Watch out for your HP.
yeah.
It's pretty big box.
Yeah, I'll see if I can heal myself up in the background. I can see myself going down very quick here. Does he have like a front facing AoE or something like that? Or
Uh, he does have an AoE, yeah, but
okay,
I'm just getting deflected as most of us here. I'm not sure how much damage are you taking there in the back,
yeah, not
but you
much.
should stay away from the fire.
Yeah, I'll. Oh yeah, I'll move away from the fire. All right. So yeah, thanks very much for taking time to talk to us. Obviously, Eve has made several videos, has a channel of his own. I will be linking that channel from the comments down below. Some very interesting stuff that you've done. The was it $5 million uh, dollar cycle video, which I think is the one that
Yeah,
everybody knows the most. Um, Very interesting watch. I mean, I guess very big changes between Loot 1.0 and 2.0, and you've been through the whole thing. Um, I'm going
yeah, it's
down.
been quite a journey to
Yeah,
start from the bottom as a lobby, and basically I started keeping track of my loot so that I can show my wife how the hunt has been going.
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
a lot of people know I play with my wife, and we are pretty dedicated to the game. We like
That's
it a
cool.
lot.
Yeah, yeah,
So when she was at work or sleeping, I was hunting, and she would ask, "So how was the hunt yesterday? How was the loot?" Was the question back when we were very small in level and
yeah.
also obviously knowledge. So I started keeping little sticky notes with the hunts, and I tracked TT in and TT out, and how many shrooms I looted for those hunts, because we started keeping track back when we were doing Marcimex cave for the little shrooms.
Yeah, yeah,
So that's how the log started, and because I kept adding up sticky notes after sticky notes, I said, why don't I put this in a spreadsheet on Google? And
yeah,
that was in 2015. And because I liked the game and it went pretty good, I started upgrading gear, armor, and monsters. So numbers have started piling up, and I started to put it on forums at some point. And from there, it was just a small step, because obviously I like the game a lot. So I kept a bunch of screenshots. When you are a low level, you usually take a screenshot of your globals, of your
yeah,
trades, of your cool uh, cities and buildings and stuff like that,
yeah.
or videos.
No,
And
I've gone down.
slowly they add up. So I kept them all, and I put some of the most interesting ones on the video. And yeah, with my channel, I do endgame stuff,
Yeah,
because I vividly remember when I was a very low level that I was enjoying so much to see content that I was pretty sure at the time that I would never get a chance to touch
Yeah.
ever, but it seemed very cool. Like I was looking at the big guys doing the warlocks, later on the multiverse.
Mm-hmm.
I was not even able to teleport to Zikion because if a multiverse would look towards me, I would die. So I found that kind of content very, very cool. So that sentiment stick to me. So I wanted to share um, how it is these days to hunt. I don't know, RDI or big instances, or I have a playlist with a bunch of spin up queen kills, helping people get their regicide codes,
Yeah.
and yeah, stuff like that.
No, it's really cool because I again I'm very I only started in 2023. And so, I mean, I'm still pretty new to all of this, and it's good to see some of the end game content. It gives you something to aspire to. You know what I mean? It gives you something to one day hope of being part of. And even seeing fights like this, and I mean, yeah, I'm dead, I'm wiped, but I mean, just watching it and watching you guys fighting is very interesting, and maybe something that I'll be more actively participating in the future. Um, so what are your favorite things to do in game? I mean, what is it that you really enjoy doing when you get on and you play? What are the things that you get on and really look forward to?
Well, it's complicated because the game changes a lot and your
Mm-hmm.
goals change as you go, and depending on what you like to do, you get engaged in various missions, in various content and daily missions and society hunts and PvP or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I found that I changed a lot the things that I like to do in the game. Um, right now, at this very moment, I'm um, liking this Umbranoid content,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to be in as many boss kills as I can. So um, I also work on the very long epic chain on Siren
Yeah.
for the stable to Raven.
Right. Right. Right.
It's a very long grind and time consuming. So, but I'm still collecting components to build a spin armor. So that's also going. I do Aris dailies. Um, until the Umbranoid content, I was doing them every day because
Mm-hmm.
of the opportunities in there, because of the markup. So I am obviously oriented about on markup, because if you want your character to grow a lot and you want to do it efficient, you need to go for markup and upgrade as your bankroll grows.
Yeah. 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 And you find there's a lot of good markup on the Aris quests. Is it the
It's
Hyperion?
it's not consistent markup in terms of you get to sell it at the end of the day,
Mm,
but in long term it adds up, and there's a possibility that you get to loot the most uh, rare Oblivion weapons, which are pretty good.
mm-hmm.
They're really good. They are good markup and stuff like that. And the catalysts, which some of them have quite good markup. So you do it for the potential of it.
Yeah. Yeah. So I am lying on the floor dead and I can't revive.
Um, why can't you revive?
Because it says I'm dead.
Let Let me help you.
It says disabled. Huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
see if that
maybe.
works.
Ah, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you.
Sure. Back in 2004, 2005, only a very small number of people were able to revive others,
Yeah.
and the animation was amazing, and everyone was excited just to see someone reviving or unlocking ethereal soul language, which is the ability to see what dead people type.
Okay. I I didn't know that even existed, mate. Again, I guess
Oh,
something you learn, right?
yeah. So when you um, have enough skills to use an item like this
Okay.
that revives other people, and you do a successful resurrection,
Mm,
you will unlock ethereal soul language. It's not something you are able to see in your skills or professions. It's
right.
just an ability, and that's it.
Oh, wow.
But you will no longer see the long lines of O's in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. You'll see the actual chat and you can read other people's death chat. That's really
Yes,
really cool.
and you won't even know they are dead. So
Okay. That's a really interesting one. So so yeah, so you were saying that this year you're focused on the stable Turellian quest, which obviously I was looking at earlier. Actually, that's a massive epic quest. But the gun itself is what considered the best in the game, or
it's a matter of perspective.
yeah,
I would not change from my mod nano to the stable. Um, but it is an excellent weapon, no
mm,
doubt. It has a ton of efficiency. DPP is very good. Range is really, really good. It has a problem with amplifiers right now, but I think it should be temporary. In a few years, maybe we will see some better fitting BLP amplifiers for it. But you still have good options like Firaco Augmented or uh, the Mayhem amplifiers, which are available in
yeah,
abundance
yeah,
market.
yeah, yeah. So you using so what are you actually using? That's the sword that you're always using. What armor is that?
The sword is the first of its name. I made a discovery for the mod nano blade. I don't know if
Okay.
you saw it in the video. I It was live on Twitch
Okay.
when I gathered the last few tokens, and I was counting like 10, 9, 8, and when I had the exact number, I went out, and to my surprise, there were a bunch of people waiting at the vendor outside and
Oh
danced
wow.
with me as I put the mod nano.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
cool.
yeah, that was quite a memorable moment. And as for the armor, right now I'm using the caramel. I usually use the Protector of the Empire 10 edition,
Okay. Yeah.
but now I'm testing this armor, which is pretty cool.
I was
And
looking at that twin armor and it's pretty pretty pricey as well. But not ridiculously so. I would say probably the weapons 2, 3 times that, right?
The PoE, the female version is for sale, I believe, somewhere around
65. Yeah,
65,000.
yeah, yeah. I did talk. I talked to somebody who had some for sale at 65.
Yeah, so uh, it's not that expensive compared to what, for example, modified Imperium used to cost
Mm,
a few years back. They were above 100,000 beds for the male versions, and
yeah.
I think there was a single female version. They were pretty rare, but slowly, people have started to make more. Siren introduced the augmented and the perfected versions,
Yeah.
which are in terms of buffs somewhat similar to the PoE.
Yeah.
PoE has a decrease of critical damage, which is very handy in numerous occasions,
Mm-hmm.
while the Imperium has critical chance, and I believe a little higher critical damage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't remember.
Yeah. I think I'm my target for this year is to try and get to like the level 3 of the Imperium armor. I think that gets to like 10% crit damage increase, and you know, and that's still reasonable, reasonable price range, and then try and push to the next level, to the acidic one, which is the 15%. Try and get that a little bit later. But the goal, as I said, for this year is just to try and get those first 3 levels cracked. Um, so that's why I said we bumped into each other on the ranges,
Yeah,
doing ranges as you gotta do. It's the grind.
yeah. It's a very good idea by Sarin, and kudos for the team for making those uh, included in all their chains and
Hmm.
not having them tradable, because also that way you have the community having to come together, work
Yeah,
together to get their missions and their badges done.
yeah, yeah. So what did you do? What did you do before Entropia? I mean, did you play other games, or what got you into Entropia in the first place?
Um, I was playing a little bit of World of Warcraft. I
Mm-hmm.
played other old uh, games like Rising Force Online and stuff like that. But a neighbor introduced me to the game,
Mm-hmm.
told me it was a real cash game,
Yeah,
and you could find valuable stuff with very little input.
yeah,
So he advised me to create a female character because of the advantage of the price of the armors.
right.
And well, we started playing along with a few people from the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
few of my friends. Most of them didn't like long, grindy
Yeah,
uh, part of the game, so slowly they faded away,
yeah.
and I kept playing, but I have an account from 2005 and until 2015. I didn't play too much.
Mm-hmm.
In 10 years, I got to level like around 45, 50.
Okay.
I chipped out a few times, but um, it it started to go much faster in 2015.
Right.
My wife was pregnant, so she was off work. She was about to give birth to our elder son, so she started hunting here and there little critters,
Mm-hmm.
and strong boxes were introduced to the game. And she said, "Hey, let's get some ammo. Look, we have strong boxes, and there are these rings." So we did a little bit of research, decided it was a very good opportunity to get a few boxes,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy, and 70 boxes later, in the course of several weeks, we looted the ring
Right.
uh, on planet Cyrene. Even
Okay.
we were working for the NEF, not NEF. What's the small fab that you can upgrade
Oh, the
to
heart
like
one?
the hard fab? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
At that time, there were like only 3 stages, and we started working for that.
Okay.
So we needed a few. We needed some ammo to keep going,
Mm-hmm.
and I looted an Athenic augmented.
Nice.
It was one of the first ones, and people were going crazy for the buffs from rings.
I'm
At that
actually
time,
wearing one now.
a perfected Ares
No, authentic
was
or
selling
augmented.
pretty
Yeah.
good ring for that level.
Yeah, yeah.
A perfected Ares was selling for 70,000 pets, if not
Wow.
even more.
It's crazy.
So as I looted the ring, I got a lot of PMs straight away.
Yeah.
And long story short, I got a few high level players bidding against each other.
Mm-hmm.
And after a bid war, I managed to sell the ring for 27,000 pets. 27,000 pets, yeah. 27K.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. But ever since, a few hundreds dropped, so
Yeah.
even much, much better options. And at that point, I asked my wife, do we withdraw it and get something, or go for a small vacation,
Yeah.
or
Or go
do
for
we
it in
gear
game.
up and
Yeah.
actually play the game?
Yeah.
And we like the same things, and it was like, what do you want to withdraw? I said, well, I don't.
Yeah.
And actually, I already have a short list of weapons we could get.
Yeah.
Well, let's go for it. So
It's
we
it's
we
awesome, isn't
bought
it?
a ranked
When
scorpion.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it is, because sometimes some of the players may run into not having their significant other
Yeah.
understand the joy a hobby in general brings.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm fortunate that we like the same stuff,
Yeah.
the same music, the same everything. So we get along just fine in the game as well. So
Yeah.
um,
I'm
I'm lucky
incredibly
to
lucky
be
the
playing.
same. Yeah. I'm incredibly lucky as well. My wife, I mean, she's Japanese. She doesn't speak much English, but she loves gaming. And it was one of the things that brought us together in the first place. Um,
Nice,
and she doesn't play Entropia. I mean, she tried it. She does a little bit. She's got a little bit of a low grind, but she's been playing a lot of Valheim. I don't know if you've ever played Valheim. It's like a survival game, and she's hooked on that. Um, but yeah, we met. We actually met playing World of Warcraft trading card games. Would you believe? Way back when.
wow, it's nice,
so so face to
nice,
face, face to face nerdage in Akihabara.
nice, nice.
So yeah, she's very good at strategy games. Um, yeah.
Well, people ask me, how did you convince your wife, or
Mm,
how does it work, or how do I convince my wife to play? It's complicated when people like different things.
mm-hmm.
But for Entropia, especially if she's a gamer,
Mm,
you should think of ways, and because there are many ways to play the game, there are
yeah.
many professions, there are many things you can do in the game. you should think what she would enjoy
Yeah,
rather than get her directly into hunting, which is the main profession and the main thing everyone goes for. Maybe she likes
crafting more. Mm.
crafting, trading, mining. There are numerous things she could do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's really just finding that way, and I think the language part of it also is a little bit of a barrier for her, um, because she doesn't speak that much English at all, so it just makes the 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 trading part quite awkward. Um, but we'll get there. As I said, I think one of the it's not even necessarily that we play this game together. I mean, I said we play Valheim together. We have a whole bunch of board games that we play together with my little one. Who I don't know whether you've seen any of my non Entropia videos, but he gets involved in Lego builds and things like that. But I originally created the channel so that he could do some videos himself way back in the day. Um, that's why I originally
Nice.
created the channel. It wasn't to do Entropia content at all. But that's just where I've ended up because I enjoy playing this game so much. Um, all right, so I mean we're 25 minutes in. I don't want to take too much of your time. I mean, if you
Yeah, no worries.
were trying to give advice to like mid-level players, I mean obviously new players got a long way to go, and as you said, looking and working, trying to understand where the markup is, obviously that's key to the game and to building your kind of your bankroll in the game so that you can afford to get the better gear and things. But if you were you know, talking to a low to mid player like myself who's, put some money into the game, got some basic reasonable gear, maybe in the 50s, working towards some Imperium armor. I mean, is there anything you would say is like an investment from that kind of time for yourself that you really feel is worth going after for like the mid-level player?
The key to sustainability in Entropia is finding a pace and most importantly finding markup which will allow you
Mm-hmm.
to be consistent in your grind. Um, Having this interest in always searching for new ways for new opportunities because Entropia is a platform but it's a game of opportunities. Opportunities arise several times a year, and if you can find some of these, like for example chadriak mushrooms were for me in
Yeah.
2015 and 2016, those who allowed me to grow my avatar from level 60 to like level 150 only
Mm-hmm.
by collecting mushrooms and sticking to the grind and not uh, following the popular trends and popular mobs until my bankroll was high enough.
Yeah.
And people at medium level might fall into the trap of thinking they have to skill up for their game to improve,
Mm.
or thinking they need to improve their equipment for the things to change. Sometimes it works, but one of the most challenging things in the game that I found was for me and others have always asked me, what gun should I get
Mm-hmm.
for my
Yeah.
budget, for my level, or this is my level, what should I been hunting? So an upgrade, I did upgrades only when I felt that by upgrading I would significantly improve the markup flow.
Right.
So in the game, find with the smallest tool available to you from your inventory, find markup. If you
Yeah.
found it, then it's the time to scale up and closely watch your bankroll. If it goes up, the profit should go into gear
Mm-hmm.
or into improving your your ways to make a profit from that particular opportunity and situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think when I first got in, I was pretty lucky because it was just before Twen, and so
Hmm.
I actually got decent gains from the Twen tokens when I first, was in and getting kicked off. Um, that was pretty big for me in the early days. I recently I recently was looking at upgrading, so I got the BC30, which is like an
It's a
80
good gun.
efficiency gun, and that it's I don't know whether I mean I still haven't done enough information gathering, but to me it just seems like it's really giving back significantly more stuff rather than shrapnel. And one of the challenges is a lot of the stuff is oils, which are very difficult to move, so they seem to be less worthwhile than the shrapnel. But I am also turning over a lot more items, like armor. Killing the Panaleans on Cyrene, it's given me the armor pieces, which I've been able to sell for some markup. So that's really helped. And that was advice I got from my society because I was looking at maybe a higher DPS 60 efficiency gun or a lower DPS 80 efficiency gun, and almost everybody was saying just go for the efficiency.
Yeah, that's my advice as well.
Yeah.
If you can, if you are stuck with the loot 1.0 weapon, it's worth trading. And many players heard me saying this. It's worth trading your entire storage and inventory to move to a loot 2.0 weapon,
Yeah.
but you should still have some little bankroll. So for bankroll, I worked for, because people would ask, but what's a significant bankroll? You need a bankroll when you have something going on, when
Mm,
you know you profit from a particular set of mobs, because it's good to have a short list of mobs that you cycle through to get their rare stuff,
mm,
like tier components, like doing Aris, like stuff like that. But new players and also medium players should always remember they need to do activities that will allow them to sell their loot.
mm.
If you hunt something that does not allow you to sell your loot for more markup than a nanocube, it's probably not a good activity to do.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the most popular gambling mob, Fairfox. Fairfox only gives pancreas oil, which barely sells, and it's often turned into nanocubes.
Mm,
And selling in auction is one of the most important lessons players need to get, and very early in their gaming life.
mm-hmm.
You would see players of the highest level doing uh, rookie mistakes in the auction, like dumping huge quantities of oils unnecessary, and having those big stacks in the auction will uh, block their funds, but also they hardly sell.
Yes.
So when selling oils in the auction, always look around and see how people sell their stacks first. Sometimes people go for 1,000 pads worth of
Mm-hmm.
particular oil, or they sell better in smaller stacks like 500 pads, even 250. Always look around and try to follow a selling trend
Right.
before
Right.
selling anything in auction. Try to understand that it's very important to do this. Always sell with the buyout. Always put the starting bid the same as the buyout. Um, put for 7 days. Try not to be the first in the list, but try to be at the middle of the first page is a
Mm,
pretty good rule to follow. never dump big quantities because they sell much harder
Mm-hmm.
and will allow others to undercut it,
Yeah.
and that means
It's just gonna sit there. Yeah.
low it's gonna lower the overall markup for an
Mm.
activity you're gonna do, if
Mm.
lucky, for the next 10 years. So
Right.
if you cut the ESI price today by a lot, it will only go down. Others will cut you as well, and you're just hurting yourself.
Mm.
I
Okay.
made a thread on forums and asked for everyone to chip in with their favorite methods and
Mm.
what to do, what not to do. I pointed out a few mistakes as well. Um, yeah, I recommend that, and I also recommend returning players to search on the forums for Ferial's list of official statements about Loot 2.0, so players
Yes.
understand what efficiency does, what DPP does, and things like that.
Yeah, actually, I'll link that again because I was actually gonna do I was gonna do a video about it. I just haven't got round to it, but I was gonna do a video about Loot 2.0 because there's a lot of people that write a lot of different stuff, and it's actually been written about on the official forums by the Entropia, by MindArcs people, right? So it's like it's there. You just got to read it, and it explains how it all works.
Exactly.
And but there's so much speculation on it after. It's like, no, 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 they've written what it actually means, guys. Just go have a look.
Exactly. That thread cannot be bumped
Yeah,
enough.
enough, right?
Very useful
Yeah,
information.
yeah,
So people should have that. They should send all their disciples to that.
yeah,
They should have it in handy because when you ask, there are big players that say efficiency doesn't matter, but those kind of pairs, they don't track their returns,
yeah,
and they have different goals than the actual real cash economy part of the game. They want to skill up to have a very high level or HP or something. Other players will say DPP, which is damage per pack,
mm,
brings better TT, which is not true. It
mm-hmm.
just contributes to a better loot composition.
Loot composition.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah,
means a high DPP will give you less shrapnel in loot,
yeah,
while a very low DPP will give you much more shrapnel in loot. And if you go to extreme, it will cut out some of the other stackables or potentially items that you can get from the that particular mob and replace it with shrapnel. So it's a very important factor,
yeah,
the DPP, but I personally think efficiency is much more important.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
actually value efficiency as high as DPS and then the DPP.
yeah. No, I think I definitely, having taken that advice from the guys in the society, I'm really glad I did it because I've really seen a change in loot composition as well as I think I've just had a very lucky run recently as well. But the last couple of weeks for me, I've probably cycled 10,000 ped, and I'm very very close to 100, which is just kind of
That's a lot.
it's unknown to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've had a couple of decent globals and things, and I also got I got a pristine element in there, and just things that help bring things. I mean, it just it all helps, right? But
Right.
it's been a really good couple of you know couple of months.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you when the game works and you see you can get stuff that you can sell, your returns are
Mm,
stable. Um, you like the game. You grind a lot. You notice your HP going up like crazy. Your
Mm.
total skills and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, thanks so much for your time. I'm not sure where you've gone off
Sure.
to now. I kind of left you in peace because I know you're probably on your way back to Siren or somewhere to do the
I
next
am.
thing. Yeah, to do the next thing on your list, right? Um, I
Yep.
I got one more question for you. Um, and
Sure.
I don't know if it's something that you can answer, but I've one of the things that I had a discussion with somebody on was the kind of like the loot tables drying up for those like tier components. And you know well, I was on next island, and I was doing the incision plates and things like Amazon legs. You get like a dozen of them, and then you won't get any for another hour and a half, 2 hours. Is that something that you need to be watching and tracking and maybe moving around mobs as they stop dropping the kind of rarer items that you're looking for? Is that a thing? Loot waves are a thing, or is it just kind of another hearsay type thing?
Um, how many hours do you have to discuss about this topic? It is a very complex topic, and the
uh,
best information you will get will be when you will test stuff,
yeah.
and you
Yep,
will
yep, yep.
notice how things goes. And it's being discussed, but not too much in the open,
Mm.
because it's obviously an
Yeah, yeah,
information that
yeah,
can
yeah.
bring you profit. But in short, in order for Mindark to keep markup on stuff,
Yeah, they have
they
to
need to
limit it.
portion.
Yes.
And the way that limit works is it's introduced in all the mobs and all the materials at the same
Mm.
time at random intervals.
Right.
Once at set, so for example, you're talking about the Amazon leg.
Mm.
Um, it will be introduced on the mobs in a random quantity, which varies from, let's say, uh, 50 to 200 pieces
Mm-hmm.
per wave, as it's called
Yep,
in
yep,
the
yep.
community. Once it's depleted, you will not be able to loot any more Amazon legs until the next wave.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I mean, I just, yeah, I kind of figured it was something like that, and I've seen people talking about it, but alrighty. So as I said, really appreciate you taking time out to talk to me tonight, my time, afternoon, your time, and yeah, I'd love to get the opportunity maybe to do it again at some point if you're down,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. And as another advice for players,
mm,
guys, don't hesitate to reach out to higher level players and ask them questions. There are no such thing as stupid questions. And it's something that I did when I was a very low level. And it's something that helped me grow immensely, because it's very valuable to learn from the experiences of others, to learn from the mistakes of others. So when I was very young, I reached out to other players that were doing pretty well, or it appeared to me that they were doing pretty well, and I asked them stuff. And that's how I gained very good friends for over 20 years in
yeah,
game. And I got a lot of help, and I cannot thank them enough even today, because it saved me a lot of time when doing research for buffs, for weapons, for armors, for mobs, even for mindset.
yes,
I I just asked stuff. I asked guys like Ivy Stockhouse, Stoica Alina, Messi, Lindsay,
Mm.
Vodka, everyone that was an active hunter at some point had a hello, how are you? How's your day?
Yeah,
That's a very nice loot. Congrats. What can you tell me about your setup? Or
yeah, yeah,
and most of the guys, maybe they were not super happy to respond to all the noob questions, but some of them did, and
yeah,
some helped a lot. So don't be afraid to reach out to anyone, and also pay it forward. Help a noob when someone is asking something and you can help them. We are a very small community, and helping each other, it will only make our game even better.
yeah, 100%. And thank you for answering this, noob. Thanks for taking the time to talk to me and agreeing to do this because I think it's really fantastic to get the opportunity to talk to somebody like yourself who's, you know, spent the time, done the blood, sweat, and tears, and willing to share with the broader community. And again, I do recommend everybody watch the videos. I mean, the content it's not for new players, but it shows parts of the game to those new players, as you were saying earlier, that you're not going to see for a while, but that are there, and that are fun, and it at the end of the day, it is worth the grind if this is the type of game that you're going to be invested in for a few years. And I've got many years invested into World of Warcraft, and it's all for naught, right?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much for having
Yeah,
me.
thanks, mate.
Yeah, content on my YouTube channel is actually for everyone. It's
Yeah,
not just for high levels, because high levels would actually know the type of
yeah, yeah.
instances and stuff doing there. But I have a lot of instances. I have a lot of events where everybody can participate. I even
Mm,
have a playlist with a lot of videos from PvP, especially from land grabs, when
yeah,
back when we were doing land grabs,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we are now taking a break.
Yeah, I know
And
you were killing a bunch of my society mates in land grabs, from what I understand.
well, from what it looked like, they were having a blast. So
Yeah,
that
oh, no, they were
was
they were
fun
definitely
for
having a
everyone.
blast. I was watching Law Spade's Twitch stream a couple of times. They were definitely having a blast, mate. But
Yeah,
yeah, I
we
would have
all
just been
went
a
through those times when we got our ass kicked. So everybody has to. You're not
everybody
uh,
has to.
you're not born high level, and
No.
no one is invincible. So everybody can kill everyone in the game.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks a lot. And
Sure,
I look forward to speaking to you again soon, mate. All right.
sure, was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Cheers.
Best of luck. Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye.